Hey guys, Greg with Epicfixin here. So I got a LG washer, and customer just wants me to clean it out. She asked me back um, every year, pretty much. So I'm going to show you guys how to get into this front load washer. It's fairly simple, just some things you got to kind of watch. Okay, so this is the washer here. It's LG. Um, just a general LG washer. Now most machines are very similar in how to actually clean out the drain. So I'll show you in this guy. I'll do a couple more machines in the future, but for now at least you'll get the gist of what to do. Okay, so filter is down in here. So you can pull off this little door, just little clips that you gotta get out of the way. So that pops off. Now what we got in here is a drain hose with a little plug on the end. So we'll want to take that plug off, not quite yet, because there's going to be probably a liter or two of water that comes out of here. So I'm kind of lucky on this guy because the floor drain is right there, so I can drain it right into that guy. Otherwise, if you don't have the floor drain there, you want to maybe put a pan or something underneath this and get all that water out of there before you start unscrewing this guy. So I'm going to do that and get that water out of there. Okay, so I'm just going to take that plug off the end there. I pinched the hose just so all the water doesn't come rushing out at me. Not that it can come out fast because the hose diameter isn't very big, but I still don't want it coming all out on the floor. So that's about it for letting it drain. It does take a while for it to actually drain out. If you take that little plug off the end and nothing comes out, I've seen that quite a bit. It's because sand or something similar has gotten into that tube and has completely plugged it off. So the only way you'll actually be able to drain it out is by unscrewing that piece I was showing you before. When you do that, you can use a vacuum, one that's, you know, a wet dry shop vac, and just hold it up to this guy as you crack it open. That way you can catch at least most of the water. You'll probably want to put a towel or something down underneath. Actually, I might as well do that too, because now that we've gotten all the water out of that drain tube, we're going to crack this guy, but there's always going to be water in there. It's pretty tough to get it all out through that drain tube because a lot of it is stored in this guy. So we'll get a little bit, but not much. I'll take you guys a little closer here. Okay, so I'm just going to want to spin this guy out counterclockwise, and you'll see a bunch of water start dribbling out of here. It's got a little recess here for the water to run along and run out onto the floor, so we don't have to worry too much about directing it. Yeah, we're getting a little bit. That's right, there's not going to be much left in there. So that's it, you just twist and pull out. So this guy actually is really clean. What you'll find is inside of here there'll be a lot of coins, bobby pins, just about everything really that goes into your washer can end up in here. These are the smaller stuff. What you're gonna want to do at this point is look inside this hole here and make sure that there's nothing else. You can see the back of the tube that hits the drain pump. Make sure there's nothing stuck in there, like a little sock or something like that. There can be some more change and stuff just sitting inside of here, so I'll check that and clear out anything that's in there. Okay, you can see inside there it's all clear. So one thing you're gonna really want to do before you thread this filter back in, you really would want to clean the threads here. All this stuff ran out, and there's little rocks and stuff. You can get that out of there, but if you get any of those rocks in the threads, it's not going to seal very well, and this will leak. So I'm going to clean up all those threads, and then I'll thread that guy back on. Okay, so when putting some of these filters back on, just depends on which machine you're working on. It has to go in usually a certain way. So there'll be, you know, a flat spot or something like that. You can look on the inside, but this guy goes in so it's facing directly up, and then it spins on. You'll know if you're putting it in the right way, just because it won't go in properly. So you just twist that guy nice and tight. Now I like to dry up all of this area in here, just so when I run it and test it, I know that there's no water leaking out of there. So we will throw the little door back on, and it just pushes into there and snaps back up. All right, so now we will run this washer and make sure that there's no leaks or anything out of there. Okay, so I just stuck it onto a normal wash. I like to put it on warm, just because while I'm doing this, I'm also testing a lot of things on the machine. Warm will actuate the cold water valve, and then it'll actuate the hot water valve. So you'll be able to tell by how the water's coming in if you have a problem with either of those also. We're also going to want to watch on front load machines, and this is all front load machines, but where this glass here meets the rubber, you want that area on the inside, of course, to be as clean as possible. Anything even like a hair in between that rubber and the glass, and it can leak. So you'll see, you know, maybe tracers of calcium from running down the door, or you'll have a puddle when you go to change the wash into the dryer, and then you know that this guy is not clean enough. You don't need to do the whole thing, but I'd say from about, I don't know, quarter of the way up on this side to a quarter of the way up on this side here, just that general area where the water is going to be sitting against the door while it's washing, it will leak. So we got water starting to come in, and they're nice and dry down here. Make sure you put that plug back on tight. There's no water or nothing coming out of there. So we are good to go. We can do this up. And that's it. You can run it through something like a speed wash cycle. If you found a lot of stuff inside that drain, you kind of want to clean it out a little bit, so you can just run a cycle, you know, maybe with vinegar, run it on a fairly hot cycle, so change your wash temp to a hot. It doesn't have to be a long cycle, but just something to clean up all the stuff that I guess you can't really pick out of the machine. So that's about it. That is how you clean out the filter on these front load washers. So if you like these videos, hit that subscribe button. That definitely helps out a lot. And in the comments, let me know if you guys want anything else that I maybe haven't done yet. All right, thanks for watching.